Hello, so my name is Patrick, and last summer I worked with Miss P during camp, and this summer, since things are a little different, I reached out to her and asked her if I could help in some way this summer. So for this summer, I'm going to be reading some stories to you, and I'll probably be joining some Zoom calls as well to also read some stories. So today, for the first story that I want to read to you guys is called Curious George Goes to the Aquarium. And growing up, Curious George was one of my favorite books, and so I thought it would be fun to share with you. So, yeah, let's get started. "Let's go to the aquarium today, George," said the man. And you can see there, he's asking him if he wants to go to the aquarium. And the aquarium is, if you didn't know, it's where you can go see a bunch of fish, and it's really cool to go see. The manager of the aquarium met them at the door. "I'm going to feed the seals now," he said. "Would you like to come watch?" And so there he is with the manager, and they're going to go watch them feed the seals. He took a pail full of fish, went to the seal tank, and held up one. Billy, the big seal, jumped straight into the air and caught it. And there you can see there's Billy the seal catching the fish. George was fascinated. Next, Billy did a twist in the air. And there you can see there's Curious George watching, and there's Billy doing the twist. George liked the seals, but only a few people were watching. And there you can see you can see the stands aren't fully filled up. "The next show will be at 2 p.m., announced the manager. And there he is, announcing when the next show will be. George went behind the fish tanks. There was a net on a long pole leaning against the tank. George was curious. Could he feed the seals too? And there he is wandering around, and then there's the net. And there he is. Do you think he's going to end up feeding the seals? He took the net, went to the tank, and dipped it into the water. George caught lots of fish. So there he is, climbing up on the ladder. And there he is. Look at that. He caught a bunch of fish. Just then, a guard came by and saw the net in the tank. "What's going on?" he shouted. He blew his whistle. Uh-oh. So maybe Curious George isn't supposed to be putting that net in the tank. And there he is blowing his whistle. Guards came running from all sides. "There he is," cried one. "Somebody catch that monkey." "Stop him," shouted another. They all ran after George. Uh-oh. So there he is, putting the net in the tank, and there they are. They're all running after him. Uh-oh, so he's probably not supposed to be doing that, right? George was scared. He ran away and headed for the seal tank. Meanwhile, the next show had started. Oh, there he is all scared, and there he is running. George jumped right into the tank and landed on the back of a seal. "Look, a monkey!" someone shouted. Uh-oh. Look at that, he jumped right in on the back of the seal. And there they are, all watching and laughing, probably. One seal flipped George high into the air. Another seal caught him. So there they are, flipping him. And there he is, he got caught by one. Oh, look at that, now he's part of the act. Oops, pages are sticking. All the seals poked their heads out of the water. They all wanted to play with George. They tossed George into the air and took turns catching him. Oh, isn't that silly? Look at that. There he is on the seals, and there they are throwing him to each other. How silly. George was having lots of fun. The audience went wild. It was the best show they had ever seen. Look at that. There he is, jumping. And look at all the kids and people laughing. Would you laugh if you saw a monkey with a bunch of seals? Finally, George landed on the platform. Suddenly, a guard reached out and grabbed him by the ear. There he is landed, and uh-oh, he got caught. The manager rushed over. "Wait," he said, "let George go. He was the star of the show." And there he is. "Can we hire George?" the manager asked. "We'll see," said the man in the yellow hat, "but I think I'd better take him home now." Uh-oh. And there's the man with the yellow hat. And there they are asking him. They all cheered George once more. Oh, look at that. He's getting cheered for. And so that's the end of the story for today. So I hope you liked it. And yeah, I can't wait to read more stories to you guys.